What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM, guys. Welcome back to 5 Minute Rants. I'm your host, Michael Abernathy, and welcome to the show predicated on the journey of life and business. Well, everybody, today I want to talk about letting go. Something along the way and along the journey that I've really learned is that when I get into a mindset, or when we get into a mindset as people of trying to protect what I have, it becomes destructive, and it actually becomes very harmful to you individually when you operate out of that mindset. And normally there's distrust around that mindset. I'm not going to choose to trust people. I'm not going to choose to trust teammates. I'm not going to choose to trust, my spouse or the people around me. And I'm just simply trying to maintain the status quo. And that's what this really means. That's what it means to protect what I have. I'm going to maintain the status quo. And the problem is nobody ever really wants to be status quo until we're confronted with a problem. Everybody else wants to have a better life. Everybody wants to move forward. Everybody has dreams and ambitions. But one of the bigger things that allows us to move forward towards those dreams and towards the ambitions or not is really letting go of what you think you need to protect and maintain, and then placing yourself in a position of what you could almost say is risk to really move forward. Like, you have to risk moving forward. You have to risk the relationship to tell a person you love them. You have to risk the relationship. You might be friends with somebody, to ask them out. But if you're just protecting the friendship, your relationship is never going to go anywhere. And that applies everywhere in life. That applies to business. That applies to just every area and aspect of life. And specifically with business, when that mentality comes up, it becomes very destructive, because then there's no longer a place of risk or unknown. And see, we tend to thrive and tend to do better in the unknown. And when there's challenges in front of us as people, we normally tend to rise to the occasion if we're not in that mindset of protecting what I have. And part of it is really recognizing I have nothing to lose. What do I have to lose? If I am really desiring to move forward in this area, or really build or create this, or get started, right? You want to get started in a company. What do you have to lose, right? Yes, you might have bills to pay. You might have finances. You might have all these things. And there's going to be times where stuff gets hard. But you have to also believe in yourself and realize you're a smart person. And so the real thing is what do I have to lose? And honestly, nothing. I don't have anything to lose. Everything is there to gain. And because whenever we're in that protective mindset, it normally is, I don't want to lose what I have, but we're also not content with what we have, and we don't like what we have. Now, part of the process of letting go is you actually have to let go of how I want it to happen, right? How you want things to be. For instance, like if you ever talk to any professional traders or any financial institution people, they always talk about, you're not going to make the market do what you want it to do. You have to submit to the market, listen to it, and let it tell you how it wants to run, how it wants to work. The next thing is you got to let go of what you want to have happen, right? Normally we want safety, we want all this surety, we want all these things, and we forget that life is very unsure. We forget that life is not sure, and that success is not guaranteed when we want it and how we want it. But if we continue on in the journey, we are going to come out on top, no matter where you're at or what you're doing. And so part of the process of letting go is the how and the what. And then I think the other thing that is letting go is really recognizing and realizing that if I choose to stay in this place of normalcy, or this place of the status quo, and that's what I'm trying to protect, that's all I'm going to ever have in my life, in any area, right? For instance, like, it's very easy, and if you take food, it is very easy to just continue the patterns of unhealthiness, to continue the patterns of eating poorly, not taking care of yourself, and to maintain that status quo versus go to the gym, where all of a sudden you're faced with maybe not looking like you're in the best shape and feeling like maybe ashamed of yourself, or faced with confronting who you are against all these other people who've dedicated their lives to being fit. But in order to actually go to the gym, you got to let go of the status quo, and you have to let go and stop protecting what you have. So anyways, guys, I'm out of time, so I'm just going to catch y'all later. Peace.